Good evening. Welcome to those of you who are watching the replay on YouTube, to those of you who are live here on TikTok. Hi, and welcome. Honored to be here with you this evening. I'm just lighting some Palo Santo for us to get started. How are we feeling? Hello, long time no see. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Darla. Good to see you, darling. So as you are coming into this space, make sure you are setting your intentions for where you would like the energy to go this evening. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Meg. Hi, Green Gears. We are just getting started. So again, as you're coming into the space, go ahead and set your intention for the evening. What would you like to receive this evening? Good cry is always necessary. You need a session. All right, send me a message and we'll talk. Haley Ray. Hi. Thank you, Haley Ray. What shall our emoji be this evening? Beautiful, Jonathan. Beautiful. So your creativity, that's all about the heart center, right? Your heart center is your creative center. So your focus this evening will be your heart center. And maybe I'm feeling also sacral, solar plexus. You can still message me on here. I have my settings, so you can message me even if we're not mutuals. I'll get it. Thank you, Sparkle Modality, and to you as well. I hope all the mothers in here had a beautiful Mother's Day. Yeah, I think it was in 2022. Absolutely. That's wild. Or early 23, either or. How is everyone feeling? How is the Scorpio full moon for you? Any crazy dreams? Any interesting people pop up? Hi, Victoria. Yes, the dreams have been crazy, haven't they? Scorpio, I feel like Scorpio energy always brings out those crazy dreams. I mean, full moons do in general, but we didn't decide an emoji, y'all. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've been napping. It's bizarre. Yes, yes. Hi, cat lady. Tulips. Okay, I like the tulips. Is there like a, I don't know, I want a random animal. Ooh, let's do peacocks. Lemons. Oh my God, I love that. So we've got tulips, lemons. Is there a peacock emoji? Ay, there it is. Yes. I do also like the tulips and the lemons. Let's see some of those too. I do post the replays of these. It's a blessing and a curse to have the memory that I do. I remember a lot. Ah, that's so cute, Haley Ray. I love that. I had a good past few hours. My man came to see me. He surprised me. He's the best. Feeling to go into the hips. Thank you for the follow. Hey, girl. Do peacocks have hip issues? I don't know. Do they? I'm hearing good things come to those who wait. Cat lady. Hi, cat. Big Papa, you are correct. Anyone can have hip issues. Peacocks, why not? Annoy suete. I've been seeing peacocks everywhere recently. Oh, I should read the meaning for us. Hello, Leanne. R. Happy Tuesday, Kayla. Thank you, Melina. Thank you, Bella. Good to see you, by the way. Love you. Thank you, Holly. Hi, Addison. Good to see you, babe. Melina, have you asked what those dreams are trying to show you? With the person that keeps popping up. Oh my God, stop. That's so cute. Please have that farm and have a space so that we can facilitate journey space there and people can like frolic with the peacocks while they're in the medicine. Thank you for the follow, Cynthia. Can you imagine? Oh, love you, Haley Ray. Thank you for the follow, Monica. Addison, the dreams have been off the chain. Thank you for the follow, Lay. Melina, I was feeling, thank you, Rainer. I was feeling earlier, I know I didn't actually get to respond to it, but yeah, it's a Scorpio full moon. Scorpio is, like low-key unhinged. I love Scorpio energy. It's wild. But yeah, Melina, so I was feeling almost like this sense of also whatever it is that you're seeing, that it's like, it's coming through in your dreams now because you're ready to see it, right? We're not shown things that we're not ready for. Our unconscious will hold on to it until our body feels safe enough, and then we start to process things in our dreams. So, Bradley, hello, darling. Maybe it's an opportunity for closure for you, for forgiveness and peace and acceptance. And in doing so, closing that chapter, That's amazing. That's amazing. Madison, I'm so glad. Oh, Victoria, you do? Okay. You guys, I like that YouTube channel is so dismal. It's pretty hard to feel motivated to post on there. And actually, I'm pretty sure that I'm like low-key shadow banned on TikTok because I didn't post on here for 3 months. I was still coming live, but oh my gosh, you're dreaming about strawberries? That's amazing. Hello, darling. Yeah, it's like my stuff on here isn't being circulated, which I'm like, all right, I didn't post for 3 months. That's fair. But yeah, the YouTube thing, listen, I'm reposting my stuff from here, making some content for it, but yeah. So I'm glad that you guys are watching it. That at least lets me know that I'll keep posting them. YouTube is not it. I understand, Lindsay. It is good though. And we never know when this will go away. Yeah. Absolutely, Melina. Oh my gosh, you dreamed a cat attacked you. Susan, hi. Yes, absolutely. I will keep posting the replays for sure. YouTube, I haven't linked in my bio. Let's get into these hips. But it's Ethereal Harmony 777. They have me in your left hip right now. But wherever you feel the energy, there's no right or wrong way to feel it. Because even as I'm moving the energy here, that can shift energy in other areas of your being and of your system. So there's no right or wrong way to experience it. They're showing me holding you, almost like holding a little baby, one that would be small enough to fit in your hands. Which makes sense. We're on your left side. That divine feminine energy, the nurturing energy. So just allow that sensation to wash over you here now. The emojis tonight are the peacock, a little lemon, and a tulip. Any of those, any mixture of those, whatever feels aligned for you, those are the emojis we chose. So on our live streams, we always like to choose an emoji for the day, the evening. And whenever you are having a significant experience, you're feeling a shift within, you're of course welcome to share what it is that you're experiencing, or you can just drop some emojis. Sometimes it's easier to do that. Look at how cute those little emojis turned out to be together. They're so random and so cute. Good things come to those who wait. The theme of the evening is patience. Hello, Catster. We've got all of our cat people here today. Patience. If any of you have petrified wood, hi Cappy Joe. Definitely use your petrified wood to help cultivate patience. Meow. The cats. Oh my God, I'm hearing that song, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. The little boy something and the man on the moon. You'll be together then. Your ex called you cat. I agree, cat lady. We are going to have a good time. Melina, it's so funny. The petrified wood, I literally was seeing you as I was saying the thing about the petrified wood. So of course you do. Peacocks are so random. Jennifer Love Hewitt from the 90s. Do I? Petrified wood. I will show you mine. I have a few different pieces here. I'll show you in a moment. I feel like the energy is probably going to move pretty slow. Oh. Kayla, I think you're yeah, petrified wood. I mean, yes, Catster. I guess they do petrify people, right? Stupefy. Oh my God. I love that, Jonathan. Peacocks are so cool. I'm also going to read us the meaning of the peacock from my book. Exactly. Okay. Love that, Kyle. Okay, let me show you. Yes. Okay, petrified wood. So this is a piece of petrified wood that I have it was bigger. It fell this one day and it broke, and I gave the piece that broke off, I gave it to the woman that I was with at the time. So she has a piece of it, but this is like a $40 piece of petrified wood. And at one point, this was actual wood, right? It's so cool, and it's so old, and that's part of the reason that it's so good at helping you cultivate patience. And like truly, if you come to your petrified wood with the intention of cultivating more patience, yeah, like, you guys hear that? This was wood. How cool is that? It truly, truly can help you to cultivate patience. There's been times that I've held this and it's just calmed me. And then I have another piece of petrified wood that looks quite different from that one. So this is also petrified wood. This was a bit of a cheaper piece. I wanted a small piece I could carry with me. Whereas this one stays at home typically, except for when I had it in my bag and then it fell out and then the piece broke off. So, yeah, it's really good for patience. So, and again, that's partially because it's so old and it took so long for it to go from wood to become a stone, right? What it is now, it's literally a piece of petrified wood. So cool. Okay, I'm going to come back to this left side for a moment. Ah, the energy over here is feeling good now. Oh, I love that, Melina. Yeah, it comes in all different, it looks so different, petrified wood, like different pieces. As you can see, those two pieces I showed you look so different from one another. Yeah, this energy on the left side feels really good now. Beautiful. Beautiful shifting, everyone. Let's go a little higher. So now they've got me in your mid to upper back. You know, the thing that's interesting about patience is that when we're trying to force something, a lot of times when we're in a rush or we're impatient, we kind of are trying to force something, and all that it's doing is feeding the energy of resistance. Ooh, as I'm doing this, there's like pain coming up in my right pinky. Welcome, D. Marie Adams. Right, and it's oftentimes when we choose not to grip so hard, but instead to just let go. That the things flow to us. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the follow, Ashley. Every missed opportunity, or what feels like a missed opportunity, is divine redirection. And you might not get the clarity about that until years later. Sometimes it's years later that we see why something didn't work. Sometimes we can see it quickly, but sometimes it's not until years later that we're like, oh my gosh, thank God that didn't happen. Or I wouldn't be experiencing this magic that I'm experiencing right now. Or I wouldn't be where I am right now. And again, sometimes it's years in hindsight that we see this. But it truly is divine redirection every time. It's like you're trying to do something or trying to make something happen, and Spirit's like, hold my beer. I'm cooking up something so much bigger. Something that you could never have come up with. And how many times have we experienced that where you're like, oh my God, if I had gotten that job, then I never would have ended up with this opportunity. If I had moved there when I was trying to, I never would have met this person here. If that relationship had worked, I would have never been experiencing the magic that I am right now, right? Like, there's always a bigger purpose. And it's about not getting lost in the story. Kyle, ain't that the fucking truth? Hold my beer, like, to the max. And we are creators, right? We are creating. We're in the seat of the creator as long as we're not sitting in our victimhood. But creation is not control, right? Creation is we put the energy out there, right? We put out the intention. We put out the dream, the vision, the desire. The how, that's on the divine. That part is not us. Yes, it is collaboration. And we are the divine. You are the divine, right? The separation of you from the divine is the illusion, right? That's the oneness that we talk about. Oneness, because you are oneness. You are the divine. You are source, as we all are. We all come from the same source energy. Usuere, usuere, usuere. So that love that you desire, it's already inside of you. The relationship is already in you. The abundance, the wealth, you are abundance, you are wealth. The separation is the illusion. And what an honor it is to forget so that we have this beautiful opportunity to remember, to come back home to remembrance, to source, to love, to oneness, to wholeness, to all that you be. How beautiful. Let's move over into that right hip. Remember, any sensation you feel anywhere in your body, there's no right or wrong experience to this. Let the energy go where it's meant to. Thank you for the share, Meg. Don't let me forget to read you the meaning of the peacock from my book. Elevated alignment, that's amazing. That's amazing. You guys, spirit is so good. Like, I just... Ugh. They just blow me away. The quantum realm, this reality that we live in, like... So fucking cool. There will always be a reason to be unhappy. There will always be something to be the anomaly and choose joy in the face of it all. In the face of this Earth's climate and choose joy. Ugh, Emily. I'm so sorry. She doesn't need to care about them as long as you do. Yes, Susan. The breath in our lungs, the heart beating in our chest, the magic of just like life, source energy flowing through our beings. How magical is that? these vessels that we're in are like magical. Right, Lily? Like, honestly, it's so fucking cool. It really is. The way that these bodies experience life is just, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of challenges. I'm not negating that, but it's also pretty fucking cool. You'll notice we're moving very slow with the energy today. This is really how Spirit's guiding it. They're wanting to move very slowly. Your energy is Marie Adams. Yeah, absolutely. Your will is stronger, right? I'm hearing it's often darkest before the dawn. So, sometimes when we are deep in healing, whether that's healing from a physical ailment or mental, emotional, healing from heartbreak, healing from a lifetime of trauma, whatever that healing journey is that you're on, sometimes right before we have that breakthrough, things get really dark. They get really challenging. Don't give up on yourself. Yes, Lily, it was. I mean, we're still technically in the full moon energy because it's 3 days before and 3 days after, But yes, absolutely. Believe that you're capable of reprogramming your body, of triggering new genetic factors, new epigenetic factors through the decisions that you make, right? That's truly how we heal. We make new decisions. We become a new person. I do believe there's a place for Western medicine, absolutely. It saves lives. Absolutely, there's a place for it. And also the process, right, of becoming, of really undoing the old neural pathways, the old identities, the old personality, undoing that and reprogramming ourselves. It takes a lot of will and it takes a lot of effort. And it takes a lot of intentionality. And so why not have Western medicine support us, right, as we're on these healing journeys? It's really all about how we choose to see it, right? If you're seeing something as bad for you as you're putting it into your body, that perception of it will shift its efficacy in your body. And so if we see something as a healing tool, right, as a tool in our arsenal, as something that is supporting us on our healing journey, Exactly, Lily. It's all about perception. Your perception shifts and changes your reality. Literally. Oh, I understand. I deeply understand. So I have a background in functional medicine. That's where I began my healing journey, was with holistic functional medicine, right? And yeah, but there absolutely is a time and place for Western medicine. And it can be a beautiful tool. So just choose to see it as such. And as you sit there, right, and you're receiving the medicine, do your energetic work at the same time. You're welcome. So happy that you're here. Thank you for being here to receive. Oh. I love that cat lady. Precisely elevated alignment. I understand. Really? That's so cool. Absolutely, Melina. It's gonna be okay. Absolutely. Darlings, you are so much more powerful than you realize. I love that. Maybe it's not what the moon did, but what you chose to release through the moon that created the space for you to be remotivated. Whether it was consciously and intentionally or not. So they're having me kind of like up here in the chest area and pulling energy out. Absolutely, Melina. Feeling a call for some of you to put your feet on the ground for grounding and allow yourself to connect with Mama Gaia's energy. We're going to let that integrate for a second. Yeah. Let's let the energy of that just integrate. Breathe, release, relax. Some of you might feel the need to like shake. Please do that. Allow the energy to move. You're shifting into a new being, a new consciousness. Oh, beautiful shift. Beautiful shift. Good job. Yes. Open yourself up to receive even more. Arroya cuando esete. Let the energy flow in through the crown of your head, all the way down into your body. Arunoaya nayaswa kuetene. Something about pinkies. Second time that my attention's been drawn to the pinky today. Or the color pink even, for some of you. Asuenuere. You are held. Oh my gosh, Lily. You know, these days, it's unusual to be happy, to have a smile. It's unusual to be joyful. Thank you for the follow, Summer. Like, if you're happy or joyful, there must be something that happened, right? Like, you must have some kind of big thing that's making you happy, but what if you're just choosing joy? I go on these walks where I literally just walk with a huge smile on my face because there's so much joy radiating from inside of me. And it's like I can feel how unusual it is. And sometimes when I go by people, I'm almost like tempted to like pretend that I'm not just smiling as I'm walking, or, you know, pretend that there's like, oh, someone said something funny in my headphones. No. You get to smile just because you smile. Thank you, Adam. Right? And it's like we feel this pressure to dim, to be just like everyone else. And the reality is we are naturally these joyful beings. Right, Kayla? Thank you, Adam. Yep. And recently, well, actually, this has been happening to me for a long time. Sometimes in meditation. Hi, Hello Kitty. Exactly, Lily. Sometimes in meditation, I hope that you'll experience this at some point if you haven't experienced it yet. Sorry, I had to move the puzzle piece. But sometimes I just smile and laugh, and I'm so happy in meditation that literally my cheeks hurt so bad. Like my cheeks get sore from just smiling so much. And that's the essence of who we truly be. Who, me? I'm like that all the time, though. You know, I do guided meditations. I really need to record some new ones for YouTube. Thank you. I have some old ones that I recorded back in 2019. Oh, the piece today, Susan, it was a little vase and flowers. A pink vase and flowers, actually. Thank you. Yeah, so if you guys go on SoundCloud, you can find there's 4 healing meditations that I put out there. Yeah, I think back in 2019. They should still be on SoundCloud. There's like a sleep one. There's one that you do before bed. There's one that's like a swirling healing energy. There's a womb healing one. I can't remember what the last one is. But those are on SoundCloud. And I do need to do some new ones. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. Is to guide people through meditative experiences, because it's just so cool, you know? Let me know if you guys can't find those, and I can send them to you. I have them. So, although they're very old, I'd be very curious. I haven't listened to them in years, but I've been doing this work for a minute. Clearly, that was what, 6 years ago that I made those. Crazy. It might have even been 2018. I think it was 2019 though. No, Kyle, not at all. Time is a human construct. But we do live in a realm that abides by it in a linear fashion. So that's where we tap into the quantum. Oh, that's amazing, cat lady. Does anyone feel a pulsing energy? Thank you, Danu. Does anyone feel like a pulsing? Yeah. It's very specific. Mm. Mm. Please drink some water if you can. If you have any electrolytes, minerals. Sarah, maybe you need some physical activity. Do you exercise at all? That's coming through for you. I'm gonna drink some water. Also keep in mind we are still in full moon energy, and full moon energy can be a little bit ungrounding. Sarah, what about walking? Are you able to walk currently or not so much? Walking is so underrated. I love walking. It's one of the greatest forms of exercise. Very good. If you can't walk much, you could... Right, walking is so underrated. Blows my mind. It's amazing for mental health. The word's not wording out of my mouth, Susan. That's good. Yeah, Sarah, you could try doing like chair yoga even. Right. Right. Swimming too, absolutely, Jasmine. Yeah, like walking is so accessible too for so many people, not for everyone. But yeah, if you can't walk, swim. Get into the water. Hello, Alicia. And walking a mile or 2 miles, 3, like not even that much. You just getting outside and walking, period. Hey, 444. Oh, I was late to the screenshot. You guys know I like to catch my screenshots. Absolutely, Sarah. So if you can try to get into some water for swimming, that would be amazing. Yeah. Yeah, walking's not accessible to everyone. But, you know, it's interesting, especially back when I worked with my clients that had physical ailments, you know, when I was doing my work as a functional practitioner. That was usually the exercise that I had people doing, was walking. Danu, yeah. Or is it Brenna? Which do you prefer? Yes, it does, cat lady. Amazing for lymphatic drainage. Beautiful. You're welcome. Housework does count, Sarah, but not necessarily for the grounding aspect for you, right? Because you were saying that you needed grounding, which is why the physical activity piece was coming in, something that can be routine, that you can do every day, is what I'm feeling for you, that you need something that's going to be routine. Thank you for the follow, Ashlyn. Thank you for the rose, Alicia. Lily, I get it. I had the app deleted and then I had to download it to be able to go live again. Yeah. How long have I been doing quantum healing? I mean, unintentionally, really, my whole life. Intentionally, since about 2019. Oh my God, Susan, remember that? Remember that? I remember that. And I was like, I've been thinking about it. And you were like, well, do it. And it's interesting because it feels like we've been doing these weekly lives for so long. All right, everyone, thanks, Susan. Oh my goodness. Oh, Leonardo. So funny. Yes, they are. Leonardo, you've been here since the beginning of me going live. It was a very different vibe back then. I was just coming off of getting divorced and navigating the world. Oh my God, Sergio was a one-hit wonder. Hello, Ruski princess. Welcome. Katila. Oh, you went through Texas. What part, Susan? Hello, flying another. Welcome. What flag is that? Flags are so itsy bitsy. Sarah, yes, we were talking about wild dreams earlier. Ah, okay. So probably like Amarillo area, I would think. Amarillo is kind of where Texas connects to New Mexico, which is far from me. I haven't even told you guys everything that's been happening with my job, and I'm in a full career shift over here. Yeah, Susan, for sure. It's kind of a big story because of the way that it synchronistically happened, but I will share it with you. So, as I was at the advanced retreat with Joe Dispenza, right? That was almost a month ago now, which is crazy. I started feeling intention and feeding intention into the quantum, into a new timeline that I wanted to shift into, a potentiality that of course already existed out in the field, right? Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, I wish I could live there. Like, if I could live at one of those retreats my whole life, I just would be so fulfilled. Greatest week of my life. Anyway. And I was feeding a lot of energy into a few different desired outcomes. Please do. Like, I highly recommend it. It's going to change your entire life. And my first Monday back at work, I was like, I need to shift this. I was like, I could just feel, I was like, I need to look for other opportunities. And my boyfriend, my man, he had been looking for an apartment, and I got a text from a service I had used years ago to find an apartment, and they're like, oh, are you apartment hunting this year? And I was like, no. And I was like, but you know what? I remember using this service. Let me recommend this service to him and see if he could use it. And then I was like, I wonder what it would look like to work here. And there were some very specific things that I placed into the intention that I was making. I wasn't specific about what the job needed to be. I was specific about how I wanted it to look and how I wanted it to feel, right? That I wanted there to be a feeling of freedom, that there was flexibility to spend time with my boys in the way that I desire to as a mom. So there were a lot of very specific things that I desired about whatever it was that I was creating. Again, I wasn't focused on the how. I was focused on this as the destination and feeling into that reality that already exists, right? And just tapping into that in the quantum. Anyway, so I go to their website and I'm like, there's just a thing right there about applying. I'm like, okay, well, let me just apply. Why not? So I applied. I got an interview. The next day, I did the phone screen. I got sent right into an in-person interview. I did the in-person interview the following Monday, and he told me they were going to send me an offer. It all happened really fast. And, but the thing is, in order to get this position, it was a contingent offer. I have to get my real estate license. And I'm like, oh man, that's going to be, a lot of studying and a lot of time and money. And my man, being amazing, he was like, I will pay for it for you. So he paid for it, which was amazing. But then also, when you start, I do have a YouTube, yes. when you start in a position like this, you don't necessarily make money right away, right? Because there's a delay in commission payouts. And so, they're like, you have to be prepared to not make much money for the first 3 months, if any money at all in the first 3 months. There's a delay in when they pay from the apartments. So not only do I have to get my real estate license, but I have to somehow be able to survive without an income for a few months. And I'm like, I live paycheck to paycheck. How am I going to do that? And I was like, you know what? The how is not for me to know. And I could just feel, and I went back and forth on it for a bit, and I had 48 hours to accept the offer. I had 48 hours. And I was like, man, do I just put it off? And I could tell him, maybe in 6 months. And I was like, you know what? It's a contingent offer. I'm going to sign the offer. And then I have, they give you 10 weeks to get your real estate license. I was like, I have the next 10 weeks. If during that time I decide I don't want to do it or I want to wait longer, I can do that. I still have my current job, whatever. And then I was on the phone with my boyfriends and I was like, good night. I was like, I don't know how it's going to work. I just know that I'm meant to do it. And I was like, who knows? Maybe I'll get fired and get offered a severance and that'll make it possible. Well, that Friday, which was not this past Friday, but the Friday before, out of the blue, I get an email from HR. We want to have a meeting with you about your schedule. I was like, no fucking way. Sure enough, they were like, this is not performance based. We want you to know, you can file for unemployment. We will not contest it. You have been wonderful to work with. You've done nothing wrong. We just at an organizational level have decided to no longer have your position at the company. So effective today, you no longer have a job. And here's your severance package. And I was like, you created this. Hi, Ruby. I was just like, wow. And so fast. All of it happened so fast. So fast. And so now all of a sudden, I'm not working. I'm studying for my real estate license full time right now. And just and honestly, I was like, now that I'm doing the course, I don't know how I would have done this and had my job. It would have been crazy. And it just, guys, now here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Even though it's so magical, there still is a lot of fear that's come up, right? There's a lot of this stuff that comes up. And so for me, not working brings up a lot of guilt. It brings up a lot of shame. It brings up a lot of feeling like I'm not doing enough, right? And so there's so much to sit with. And plus, it's a huge transition. My life got flipped on its head. And just, yeah. So, it brings up the ways that we're limiting ourselves. And so it's important, as things get challenging, the more challenging it is, that we go deeper into the work, right? That we go deeper into the work, that we don't stop, that we don't quit, that we don't fall back. And again, yes, but I'm not making money actively, right? So it's, and you guys that have been here for a little while, you know, like I got evicted at the end of 2023. And the way that I recovered was by getting the job that I just got laid off from. So, like, I lived with my brother and his family with my 2 kids in 1 bedroom. Like, me and my 2 kids were in 1 bedroom in my brother's house for 7 or 8 months until I moved into this space last June. Absolutely. And so, you know, all of that has been part of my journey, but being the position that I'm in now, I'm like, oh my God. Right? It's the unknown, which is exactly where we want to be. The magic happens in the unknown, right? The magic happens in the unknown. So it's exactly where we want to be, but also it brings up our stuff, which is beautiful. Hi, Jake. Good to see you. Exactly, Kyle. Exactly. Shifts to realign the path. Thank you. Exactly. It's just old patterns and fears. I wouldn't say, I don't really believe in blocks, if that makes sense. It's just about reprogramming the belief system, right? Changing who we be at a cellular level. On a neurological level, right? Reprogramming. Oh, trust me, I know. I just used it today. Susan, I just used it today. So, yep. It's all working out. Again, the how is not your part to figure out. Your job is attuning to the energy in the field. Absolutely. You've got a friend in me. So, Susan, every time I try to push for trying to, like anything like that, whenever I try for it, it never seems to work. It comes when it's ready. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. I'm at a place in my path where, hello, trust in your beauty. Like for me, I think it's beautiful. We want to be in the unknown, right? We don't want to continue living in the predictable past. If your future is predictable, it's because it's the past repeating itself. Oh my God, I know Susan's the best. Right? We want to be in the unknown, and it's meant to bring up our stuff, because if it's not coming up to the surface, it's just under the surface running the show. So we want these situations and these things to come up to show us what are the unconscious patterns that are running in here. Oh, I'm seeing it now. Now I can address it. Now I can sit with this in my body and I can fine tune and I can reprogram. But if I don't know what needs to be reprogrammed, how do I reprogram it, you know? Absolutely, Ruby. Okay, so Riley, you asked about the "you got a friend in me" thing. So it's a really beautiful practice. Susie. Oh my God. So when you feel into the energy of money, and so I'll give you an example today. I had to pay for this like licensing fee, right? And I don't have my normal income coming in. I have the severance money sitting in this separate account, but whatever goes out, right? And so I was sitting there and I had this like old fear come up where I was like, oh my God, there's no money coming in, right? That's the limiting belief. There's no money coming in, which is not the truth. But so that fear comes up. And so what I did was I sat there and I felt into the energy of money, the money that's in my account, the money that's going out of my account, just money as a whole. And I like to sing that song, "You've got a friend in me," right? To heal the relationship to money. You've got a friend in me. Remembering that money, it's a relationship, right? It's a relationship. It's an ally. Money is a friend. But we have to oftentimes heal the relationship that we have to money, right? To allow it to flow differently. And there's all these limiting beliefs and thoughts that we have as humans, right? All of the patterns and all the things that like to come up. However, we get to shift that. We get to choose not to believe the old patterning and to change our pattern, to reprogram. Especially as we do work in the quantum, things shift, opportunities come to you. And again, the how is that's not your part. It's your part to align to the energy. That's your part. And yes, you need to take aligned action. Right, cat lady, exactly. Just yesterday I was talking through that patterning with my soul sister about how that patterning was coming up, right? This idea that if I'm not working hard enough, then it's like I haven't earned it. If it comes to me easily, then it doesn't count somehow, right? And so it's just healing these relationships and reprogramming the human, the vessel, because our higher selves, we already know all of this. Exactly, Ruby. So it's up to us to create, right? To tap into the potential that already exists in the quantum, because everything already exists in the quantum. So we tap into a potential that already exists, we find it, we align to it, and then we take action from that energetic space. But it requires our energetic alignment, right? And staying in that energy as well. So we have to stay in it. We have to continue to do the work. We have to show up for our energetic work every day, show up for our meditations, show up for our healing, for our alignment. And that doesn't mean like, oh, you have a bad day or old beliefs come up and all of a sudden you're screwed, right? That's not what it's about. However, it is about loving ourselves enough that we show up. And the divine will match our will. We have to have the will to show up, to do the work. And the divine will match that effort and intention. The divine will match our will. But what are we coming with? What are we bringing to the table? Hi, Ian. We still need to have that call. So guys, I'm wanting to, and actually I had a really clear message about a few different things. I mean, a whole lot of like endless messages when I was at the Joe Dispenza event, because we sat in meditation for like 37 hours that week. I wish I could just live there. I'll say that time and time again. But I'm really being called to facilitating in-person healing spaces again, and likely medicinal ceremonial spaces. Kate, hi. I didn't host any last year. I did in 2023, but I didn't do any last year. And part of me was waiting, because I had co-facilitated in the past with my soul sister, and I love her so much. But I think part of me was waiting to co-facilitate again, and realizing that while there are aspects that I definitely need help with, part of what I'm creating in the quantum, part of the potential that I'm tapping into in the quantum, is essentially like everything pans out and I'm able to just show up and do my part, which is the magic, facilitating the space. Like that part I've got, you know? Oh, I know. That's the thing I don't doubt. It's just a matter of divine timing. And I am in no rush. I am not like, I'm not attached in that way. Do you know what I mean? Because I already know it's done. How it will all play out? That's the magic that the divine gets to show me, and that's the fun part. And yeah, so like while I was in this one meditation specifically, I got a super clear message afterwards that was like, I need to reach out to Ian to help me with it. There he is. I got you. See? The surprise is the best part, Ruby. Again, we feel that potential, we tap into it, we continue to align with it. And it's easy to forget is the thing. And that's where our will comes in. Everything is possible. And it's okay to doubt. It's okay. Just don't stay there. It's okay to fear. Just don't stay there. We can't be afraid of fear and doubt and all of these, the limiting beliefs, all of it. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of the experience. It's all part of the experience. Again, just don't stay there. See it for what it is. A bullshit pattern. Not the truth. And that's when we get to choose. We get to create something new. We get to create a new reality, a new belief system. And it takes time, and it takes intention, and it takes effort. But you can do it. You can heal. Right? Don't ruin the surprise. Kai, I totally get that. But you know what? It's okay to fear the uncertainty. It's okay. Right? Courage isn't about not feeling the fear. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Thank you for the follow. Spirit is just like, oh, so much fun. What's the Ramtha complex? darling. You know what's beautiful is that I believe that in one way or another it has. Ah, yes, Kai, 100%. Let it be different than what it was. Let it look different than how you thought it was supposed to. You don't want the predictable past. You don't want the past again. We want the unknown. And when it comes, we're like, oh my God. Ah, and then we have to take a minute and like catch ourselves and recalibrate and be like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. I created this. Oh my God, it's actually happening. Seriously, though. Seriously, right? It's like, whew. It's wild. I love how we think that we know everything and we know how it's supposed to look, and then again, Spirit's like, hold my beer. And it's so much cooler than what you had in mind, and you're like, oh my God, this is so much better. You're like, this is way better than what I asked for. This is so much better. And something I would have never come up with. Yes, the emojis tonight, we have 3 of them. We've got the tulip, we have a lemon, and the peacock. Those are our emojis for the evening. Thank you, Ian. They're so cute when you put them together. Oh, I'm going to read you the meaning of the peacock before I forget. One moment. My handy dandy book. Let's read the peacock. Oh my God, I just opened right up to panda. We're in the peas already. Amazing. Peacock, literally the next page. What? Okay. This is going to be good. So I will say with the way that this book is, not every single line has to align. Sometimes maybe one will, whichever one feels in alignment for you or kind of stands out to you. That's your message, okay? You are about to experience a vision that will greatly affect your life and the direction you're going in. More than a time to take action, this is a time to be watchful, observing what goes on inside and around you. Excuse me. You're safe and very well protected, so there's no need to worry. It's important now to take a risk and speak your truth rather than holding back, as there will be ample opportunities to do so soon. I'm going to tell you why I'm making this face in a second. Your dignity and integrity are particularly called for right now, so make it a point to walk your talk and hold your head up. I don't know how many of you saw, I posted a pick a number reading earlier today, and multiple of these points were in that reading, in the different cards that came out. Phew. So maybe go watch that. It's the last video. I was literally wearing this because I recorded it today. It's the most recent video I posted, so there might be a message in there for you. Peacock. That was powerful. I almost want to read it again. Gabby, which one did you get? What number did you get? Snakes are in here. Read it again, right? Okay. I think I need to read this again. Oh my God. Ruby, that's wild. Nico, and of course you just sent a lion. I've been seeing peacocks and lions literally together. Okay. Let's read this again. You're about to experience a vision that will greatly affect your life and the direction you're going in. More than a time to take action, this is a time to be watchful, observing what goes on inside and around you. You are safe and very well protected, so there is no need to worry. It's important now to take a risk and speak your truth rather than holding back, as there will be ample opportunities to do so very soon. Yes, Ruby. Your dignity and integrity are particularly called for right now, so make it a point to walk your talk and hold your head up. That's interesting because it was about a year ago. It's interesting you say that, Ruby. About a year ago, I had a really cool dream with Oshun. And yeah, peacock feathers are tied to Oshun. Let's see if there's a garden snake. Let's see if there's a garden snake in here for you, Susan. Yes. Okay, so there's no garden snake specifically. There's boa constrictor, cobra, python, rattlesnake. And then there's just snake. So I will read the snake meaning. We're also in the year of the snake, so this feels relevant. Oh my God. Okay, so in the dream I had with Oshun, she was showing me lemongrass. So I don't know if you know, you weren't all here when we came up with the emojis for today. It was a group effort, right? Sparkle Modality suggested the tulip, Cat Lady suggested the lemon, and I suggested a peacock. And I just realized we have lemons and peacocks. Lemongrass from my dream, the peacock. Holy shit. Okay. Get yourself some lemongrass. Whether it's the essential oil, tea, right? Holy fuckamole. Spirit is just, y'all are so good. Okay, snake. Susan, I hope you're still here. There we go. Tulips. Amazing, Ruby. You're about to go through some significant personal changes, so intense and dramatic that an old self will metaphorically die as a new self emerges. You're going to feel a surge of energy that will sharpen your senses, alert your mental faculties, and open up new channels of awareness. You are about to resolve a long-standing issue, one that has required a great deal of your attention, by seeing things in a new light. It would be a good time for you to start doing either tantric or kundalini yoga. Love both of those. You'll experience a dramatic and unexpected physical or emotional healing very soon, coming from an unexpected source. There you go, Susan. The snake. And although part of me doesn't want to keep reading things. I do want to read the lion because I keep seeing the lion. Here you are, darling. Lion. Hold your head up high and keep your dignity no matter what you're faced with. You're much stronger than you think you are and need to use your emotional strength in this situation. Call upon the well of courage that's available to you to confront this uncomfortable situation. I'm feeling solar plexus as I'm reading this. Listen closely and discern carefully before acting rather than moving ahead impulsively and recklessly. When faced with a tough decision, follow your heart rather than what you think you should do. So this is a book. It's called Pocket Guide to Spirit Animals, Understanding Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Dr. Stephen Farmer. Clearly this thing has seen better days. I have had this for years and yeah. Beautiful. Okay. It is sparkle modality. It is. Beautiful job allowing it. Just spilled a little bit. No biggie. Okay. Thank you, Nico. I love that. Okay, I need a vote. Do we want breath number 1 or breath number 2? Breath number 1, breath number 2. Not knowing which one is which, just feel into them energetically. They are 2 different breaths. Which one would you like? Okay. Mostly 2 so far. All right, let a couple more. Looks like it's going to be breath number 2. You guys need some nervous system regulation, huh? It's our squeezy breath. For those of you familiar, the squeezy breath. Okay. All right, beauties. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, or if you're lying down. Oh no. it's a quick breath. You know, these that I have you do on the live streams, we don't do like a full breath session. These don't take too long, okay? And this also does help Kundalini energy too. So let's breathe. Let's breathe. Okay. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to guide you through this a little bit differently today, okay? Go ahead and close your eyes. First, we're just going to take a few deep breaths together. So big inhale. Hold it at the top. And exhale. Good. 2 more just regular breaths, just like this. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. And big sigh as you exhale. Just let it go. Last one like this. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. Let that energy build inside of you. And exhale. Okay. Now again, you can be lying down, sitting up, either or. Doesn't really matter. But I want you to bring your attention to the base of your spine, right at your perineum. Just bring all of your attention right there. And now, just like you are drawing fluid up a straw, imagine that energy, feel that energy pulling up towards the top of your head as you inhale. So big inhale, pulling the energy up towards the top of your head, and hold it. Now from here, we're not going to squeeze your whole body today. So starting just at your feet, squeeze your feet really tight, moving up to your calves and quads, and squeeze your legs as tight as you can, a little bit more. Go a little bit more. And let it go. Good. Letting your breathing return back to normal. And again, bringing your attention to the energy at the base of your spine. Just holding your attention there for a moment. And big inhale, draw that energy up your spine. Hold it at the top. Now, starting from your feet, squeeze all the way up. Get your calves, your quads. This time, bring your glutes into the mix. Activate your glutes and squeeze them tight. Also activating that lower stomach. Squeeze. Even more than you think I mean. Squeeze tight with everything you've got and let it go. Good. Continuing to move that energy up the body. Bring your attention to the base of your spine. Give a little exhale, and now inhale. Draw that energy up. Like you're drinking fluid up your spine, and hold it at the top. Now again, squeeze, starting from your feet. Move all the way up those legs into your calves, quads, glutes, moving further up into your stomach now. Squeeze your entire stomach in tight. Lock it down. Hold and squeeze. Squeeze. And let it go. Good. Take a moment. Let your energy and your breathing come back to normal. We are going to continue to move this energy up the body. Now again, bring your energy to the base of your spine. Your attention to the base of your spine. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Give a little exhale out of your nose. Hold it. And now inhale, drawing that energy up your spine until it reaches the top of your head. And now go ahead and squeeze. Lock down your muscles from your toes all the way up through your abdomen. Squeeze your glutes nice and tight in that. This time go up to your shoulders and your chest and squeeze. You might even feel, if you're lying down, your back coming up off the ground a little bit. Squeeze in super tight. Just a teeny tiny bit more. Come on, you can do it. And let it go. Good. This time we're going to get your neck and face involved, okay? So don't be afraid to make any kind of crazy faces that you need to make as you're moving this energy around. Energy and attention right at the base of your spine at your perineum. Little exhale and hold it. Now again, draw that energy like fluid up your spine. Moving that kundalini energy from the base of your spine all the way up to the top of your head and hold it. Now again, starting from your toes, work your way up through the calves, through your quads, into your glutes, locking down your abdomen, all the way through your chest, shoulders down, chest up, and move all the way now up into your throat and into your head, into your face, and squeeze tight. As you're squeezing the muscles of your face, make any faces that you need to make. You might be making all kinds of crazy faces. Squeeze those muscles tight a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, you've got it in you. You can do it. Don't stop. And let it go. Take a moment and just allow this energy to wash over you. Feel how calm your nervous system is, how safe you feel. Feel how in this state everything is all right. And just notice the sensations in your body, the thoughts in your mind. See how they've shifted. Thank you, Nomad. And know that you worked hard for this through the intention of your breath. Beautiful job. I'm proud of you. The list is open for readings, but there's no one on it right now. So unless someone hops on, we're about ready to wrap for the evening, dear souls. It is such a pleasure and honor. Amazing guy. To share this space with you. You're so very welcome. I love being here with you guys. Thank you, Kayla. Just remember that you created this feeling with your intention, with your breath. Susan. I love you. The divine will always provide. Did you just? Or was that in the past? Did you go in the past? Thank you, Susan. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Yes, I do have journals that I created. Crystal healing journals. Susan. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. I love you all dearly. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence and your energy this evening. This is a beautiful co-creation. It doesn't happen without you. So, thank you. I love you. I love you, Melina. We need to catch up. It's been a minute. Ooh, my stomach's growling. I need to go eat some food. Oftentimes doing these lives, I need to go eat some food. Oftentimes doing these lives, I'm done and then I'm like, I get so hungry after these. I really need to make food that's like ready beforehand because now I'm about to cook at 11 p.m. Okay, guys. Amethyst and then bell and then we're out. Good night, Leonardo. We'll do the big bell and the little bell. The amethyst is for your dreams. For your dreams. Thank you, darling. All right, big bell first. Big bell first. Maybe we don't need the little bell. That feels pretty good. Absolutely, Susan. So for those of you who don't know, I do offer one-on-one sessions. They're 111. You can just shoot me a message and get you on the books. I love you. Have a good night. I'll see you next week. Also, I was thinking I might start doing Thursday nights, potentially. Susan, yes, and you will cry. You may cry. It's very, very likely. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe adding Thursday nights to come here with you guys. Just have to see how my energy is and make sure I have the capacity for it. But since my schedule shifted, I want to try to be here with you guys a little bit more. So, and maybe we can try to focus more on doing some readings on those ones, because we don't do much of that on these.